Hello friends. Now let us take up the concept number 6.8, write once and run anywhere. This is known as Aura. Actually, this is the outstanding characteristics of Java. It makes Java a distinct language from other languages and all that. First, we have to understand the modus operandi of other languages, then I come to Java. Java, how it implements Aura. So, by understanding the process of other languages, you can understand this better. Actually, from a human angle, I will explain. Thereafter, let us apply to other programming languages. First, somebody speaks in X language, and there are four audience. One knows A language alone, other B alone, third one C alone, the fourth one D alone. That means the four audience cannot understand X. Then what is the way out? Then we have to engage translators. Which type of single translator is not compatible for that? Here one translator X to A, who can translate X into A or A to X are required. Then A can understand. Next, for B, X to B translator is required. For C, X to C translator is required, and D, X to D translator is required. Then interaction is completed. This what all other languages follow. How they follow? Actually, all the languages, there are two types of codes. One code is source code, second code is object code. Source code is human understanding format. Whatever code you write for C and all that, that is called source code. It is human understanding format because we are using simplified words, mathematical symbols, punctuation marks, whatever we use in human language. That's why with a simple study you can understand. Okay, it is humanly understandable code. And object code means what processor can understand. So here one compiler is engaged. That compiler translates the source code into object code, and object code can be a processor can understand object code and implements it. That is the process. Then what happens here? For each processor different compiler is required. Now you see here, you take them A, B, C, D are different processors. Now what you are doing, same X to A is not compatible for all. For every separate, now you feel that this is the source code. Source code is same. Now these are the processors. A, B, C, D are processors. So compiler should be different. This is for this X to A, for this X to B, for this X to C, for this X to D. That means if CPU is different, or simply call a platform is different, then we have to engage separate compilers. Java, in order to achieve the uniqueness, what is the uniqueness? Platform independent. Platform, this you call as platform independent code. That means platform neutral code it has to write. It should run on any platform. That is the basic object of this. For this purpose, it made out two level processing. One is compilation, second one is interpretation. By that, write once you write program, it is executed anywhere. Anywhere means you have to understand that any platform which supports Java. Once you write Java code, it is executed on any platform which supports Java. How this can be achieved? First, through a real life example I will explain. Thereafter, you can understand the concept better. Actually, this is one electrical equipment, and this is having a plug pin. This plug pin I cannot change because this is part and parcel of this equipment. This pin I cannot change, but this is the plug point. This plug point is meant for this room. In this room, this plug point is there. It is compatible with this, so I can use this machine. But there are 4 more rooms. In the 4 more other rooms, all 4 rooms, the plug point is different. The plug point is having different dimension. So this is not compatible. This is not compatible. Then what should I do? One equipment. Always I use one room, but means one machine is enough. One equipment is enough. So how can I use this equipment in all the 5 rooms? Means here the problem is the plug point is different, having different dimensions. It is not directly compatible with all other 4 rooms. Then what we have to do? We have to purchase an adapter for all the 4 rooms. What are the characteristics of that adapter? One side it should compatible with this, other side it should compatible with that plug point. Otherwise this adapter is not there. What should I do? I have to purchase 5 equipments for 5 rooms. So with one equipment, purchase one equipment and use in all rooms, even though the plug points are having different dimensions. How I can achieve it? Through this adapter one side compatible this, other side compatible to the specific plug point. By the same strategy is used by Java to achieve this unique characteristic aura, that is platform independent nature. By this what happens? Now you understood. For most other languages, for Java this is the source code, that is human understandable format. Thereafter there is a common Java compiler. Java compiler is common. This is Java compiler. In the previous concept I introduced it as Java C. Then actually in this what happens? It directly created object code. In other languages source code is translated directly into object code, but in this case it is not directly translated into object code, and one intermediary code is developed. What is the intermediary code? That is called bytecode. Bytecode is not object code or machine code. It is an intermediary code. Thereafter what happens? Now one interpreter is there. This interpreter converts bytecode into object code, which is implemented by the processor. Here you see one Windows platform is there, one Linux platform is there, one Solaris platform is there, one XYZ platform is there. Now the interpreter is specific. Now for this interpreter 1, for this interpreter 2, for this interpreter 3, for this interpreter 4. So interpreters are specific to the platform, and as far as compiler is concerned is common. Same Java compiler can be used for all the platforms, but as far as compiler does not directly produce object code. It produces an intermediate code that is called bytecode. Now there are n number of platforms like Windows, Linux, Solaris, XYZ, like that and all that. For all of them, specific interpreters are there, and the bytecode is translated by this interpreter 1, which is suitable for Windows platform, and this one interpreter 2, which is compatible for a Linux platform, and third one, interpreter 3, uh, produces such a object code which is compatible for Solaris platform, and interpreter 4, which produces such a object code which is compatible for XYZ platform. By using this strategy, two level, this is compilation, this is interpretation. By this, Java achieved this unique capability, outstanding capability, uh, and it achieved the platform independent capability.